homeless man on the plaza ended up giving away a lot more than just a little change. She accidentally gave him her engagement ring. But just wait until you hear what he did with it. KCTV5's Betsy Webster has the story.
You'd think it'd be like winning the lottery. You live under a bridge, and then the next thing you know, you've got platinum and diamonds. Could be a life changer, right?
You spread a change today, sir? God bless you. You spread a change today, sir? Thank you. God bless you.
Billy Ray Harris got that change and then some last Friday.
The ring was so big, I knew if it was real, it was expensive.
He didn't notice it in his cup until almost an hour after its original owner unzipped her wallet and dumped her change.
My rings were bothering me, so I put them in my coin purse.
Sarah Darling didn't realize what she'd done until the next day.
I was so incredibly upset because, I mean, more than just the value of the ring, it had sentimental value.
It was her engagement ring after all.
You spread a change today, sir?
Billy Ray didn't know that, but he knew plenty well how sentiment matters more than money.
She squatted down like you did, like right there, and says, "Do you remember me?" And I was like, "I don't know. I see a lot of faces." She said, "Well, I might have gave you something very valuable." And I said, "Was it a ring?" And she says, "Yeah." And I says, "Well, I have it."
It seemed like a miracle. I thought for sure there was no way I would get it back.
Spread a change today, sir?
Makes you wonder why he didn't just pawn it and start a new life.
My grandfather was a reverend. He raised me from the time I was 6 months old, and thank the good Lord, this is a blessing. I do still have some character.
And I think in our world we often just jump to like the worst conclusion, and it just makes you realize that there are good people out there.
God bless you.
Billy Ray had some great lost and found stories to tell. For example, years ago, Chiefs-Raiders game, there was a retired Raiders player with his buddies down here. They'd been drinking and they jumped into the creek. Well, he came out and said, "I think I lost my Super Bowl ring in Brush Creek." Well, Billy Ray found it here on the curb a little while later and went all the way up to the Intercontinental to see if he could find its owner. Sure enough, he did, and he got a hefty reward for it too, plus a few nights stay in the Raphael. In Kansas City, Missouri, I'm Betsy Webster, KCTV5 News.